So after 20 years, the central government has overhauled its pension system. It has moved from NPS to UPS. So what is UPS? It's Unified Pension Scheme. It tries to take a balanced approach between the old pension scheme, which is the demand of the government employees, and the new pension scheme, that is NPS, which is more contributory pension scheme. Before delving deep into the UPS system, we'll talk about the history of pension system and we'll see the features of both the earlier pension system. It starts with old pension scheme, OPS. So old pension scheme is a defined benefit scheme. It is defined in the sense that at the time of retirement, it is assured that 50% of the last drawn pay would be given as pension amount. अब इस केस में क्या हुआ? The pensioner would be knowing that he would be getting a specific amount at the time of retirement. But up till when the salaries were lower, it was fiscally sustainable for the government. Once the salary started increasing, it became unsustainable, and in 2004 it was decided that they should switch to contributory pension system. So it's a defined contributory system which we talk about as National Pension System or NPS. Under the NPS system, 10% of the salaries of the employee is debited and a matching contribution is done from the government's end, and it is both the sum is then invested in a corpus. That corpus is again invested in some fixed instruments or equity instruments to generate return. At the time of retirement, what happens? Corpus which has generated substantial return, out of this 60% is given as lump sum payment and 40% is again invested in an annuity plan. And based on the return of the annuity plan, the pension is given to the particular subscriber. So what is the negative aspect about this thing and why government employees are actually voicing concern on this NPS? So what happens, suppose if the corpus itself is not so huge, like अगर उनकी बीच में ही डेथ हो जाए, मान लो if they had only served for say 15-20 years और उनका corpus इतना बड़ा बना ही नहीं, and that may actually hit the future pension payments to those subscriber. At the same time, what if there is certain market risk? अगर equity market sometimes अगर वो नीचे चला गया, इस केस में क्या होगा कि उनका total corpus may get exposed और उनका return may not be getting a substantial return to them, and it would become very difficult to even get a very, you can say, decent pension that can take care of all their basic things. So because of these apprehensions, what happened that there were certain concerns which was voiced by the employees association, and the government heeded to their demand and they have brought in Unified Pension Scheme, UPS. So what is UPS? So Unified Pension Scheme tries to combine bests of OPS and NPS. It is a contributory pension scheme but a minimum assured pension of 50% of last drawn salary is ensured. So how does it happen? अब इसका modalities क्या है? इसमें एक इंश्योरिटी दी गई है कि जो लास्ट 12 मंथ की जो सैलरी होगी उसका एवरेज पे निकाल करके उसका 50% वुड बी गिवन एज अ पेंशन अमाउंट, एंड दैट वुड बी एप्लीकेबल फॉर एटलीस्ट 10 years ऑफ सर्विस. अगर 10 साल का सर्विस कर रखा है देन अ पर्टिकुलर अश्योर्ड अमाउंट वुड बी गिवन, एंड दैट मीन्स कि 10 साल इज द मिनिमम सर्विस क्राइटेरिया. फ्रॉम 25 years ऑनवर्ड, अगर 25 साल से ज़्यादा सर्विस हो गया है देन 50% क्राइटेरिया इज 100% गारंटीड, और 10 साल से लेकर 25 साल के बीच में देयर वुड बी प्रो राटा बेसिस. अगर 15 साल हुआ उस हिसाब से प्रोपोर्शनेट पेंशन वुड बी गिवन. सो इन दैट वे it tries to ensure कि future government is not burdened with over inflated pension bill. At the same time, employees are also contributing to their corpus. So in a way, it tries to balance the fiscal discipline part of the government. At the same time, it also ensures a return that is more, you can say, handsome, and a respectable return is given so that the cost of living for those retirees can be ensured. At the same time, there are certain other modalities associated with it. We'll talk about this thing in details. ये क्या करता है कि एनपीएस में जैसे 10% एम्प्लॉयज़ कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन प्लस 10% गवर्नमेंट्स कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन था, उसमें ये 10% इन एम्प्लॉयज़ कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन इट रिमेन्स दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ डिफाइंड कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटरी स्कीम. 10% एम्प्लॉयज़ कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन तो रहेगा ही रहेगा. फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट्स एंड initially it was 10%. In 2019 it was increased to 14% to make it more attractive. Now in UPS scheme it has been increased to 18.5%. So exact value would be 10% from employees end and 18.5% from the government's end. अब इस 18.5% would be actually divided into two parts, wherein the 10% और गवर्नमेंट का 18.5% में से 10% वुड बी गिवन इन एन अनदर अकाउंट दैट वुड बी लुकिंग मोर लाइक एन एनपीएस अकाउंट. सो एनपीएस का एक फीचर ये रहेगा और 8.5% वुड बी एक्चुअली गिवन इन अनदर अकाउंट. एक अनदर अकाउंट में एक रिजर्व फंड में होगा वेयर इट वुड मोर एक्ट लाइक अ डिफिशिएंसी पेमेंट सिस्टम. अगर रिटर्न ऑन एनपीएस अकाउंट कम हो जाता है तो 8.5% से उसको फिल किया जाएगा. At the same time, there are certain apprehensions also. This scheme needs to generate return of more than 11% to be more, you can say, fiscally sustainable. Else क्या होगा कि हमने OPS के डिफाइंड बेनिफिट स्कीम तो हमने ऐड कर दिए हैं, but that would be more fiscally unsustainable if the salaries increase in future. In a way, we can say in nutshell कि UPS system has tried to balance the interests of employees as well as ensuring fiscal discipline for the government. But all the modalities have not come to the forefront, and this scheme has been brought out by the government of India, and state governments are actually free whether they want to adopt this UPS scheme or they want to continue with the NPS scheme. Thank you.